Well, you're taking a look at live feed of Indiana. That sunshine still shining on through, but that cloud deck is starting to thicken as we head into the afternoon, into the evening hours. We're going to continue to monitor some severe weather that is going to be continuing to pop on up as we do head through the rest of your Friday. And on top of that, we're talking about the cold side to this significant system, giving us some more snow, but of course, we do want to focus in on the severe weather.
Yeah, if it seems a little bit too early to be talking about severe weather in this part of the country, that's because it is. This is not common for this part of the country to be seeing severe weather. For the southeast in February, sure, that is a spot that we would see this. But for the upper Midwest, around the Great Lakes, this is very uncommon for late February. It's because it's been so warm recently, and now we do have that enhanced risk that stretches from Detroit down through much of western Ohio, eastern Indiana, and also into northern Kentucky as well.
Yeah, so make sure you stay weather aware if you're in one of these colors, just because we're going to be having some hail anywhere from 1 inch to about 2 inches in diameter. I know across Washtenaw County in Michigan, already pea-sized hail coming out of these severe storms.
Damaging winds also a primary threat here through the rest of the night, but we could even see tornadoes. There is that potential that we could be dealing with some rotation from some of these storms as we go throughout the remainder of the day. I want to bring in John Franks. He is with the National Weather Service office out of Wilmington, Ohio. Thank you for joining us, John. First, if you can talk just a little bit about how just unbelievable it is with how warm we've been recently, and really how that's also contributing to our severe factors here for today.
Oh, absolutely. We've, for our 3 climatological stations, we've broken several records today at all of them. The daily record, the monthly record, and the record for meteorological winter. So at Dayton today, they got to 76 degrees, and that beats their winter record of 75 degrees set back in 1906. At Cincinnati, their temperature was 78 degrees, breaking their winter meteorological record of 77, set back in 1943. And Columbus, again, 77 degrees, breaking their record of 76, set back in 1982. So warmest for the months of December, January, and February for all 3 of those. And with those warm temperatures, we have moist air being pulled into the Ohio Valley ahead of the front. And you can see that line of showers extending from the western edge of Lake Erie down through southeastern Indiana. Those are more elevated from what we're seeing this afternoon. What we're going to be concerned about is possibly something coming from southern Illinois later on this evening that will have a chance to tap into the moisture and the warm air that's over top of us at this moment in time.
Yeah, so if you could you talk specifics with us? What location is going to be getting the strongest storms at what time for tonight?
Well, at this moment in time, it's there's going to be a line moving through the whole region. As you can see, just give it time, and everybody will be seeing some of these thunderstorms at one point in time or another this evening. We can't say with any certainty where the cells are going to be along the line that become severe. We'll know that a little bit later when and if we start issuing severe thunderstorm warnings or possibly tornado warnings or something, depending on what we're looking at. But the threat is there for just anyone in the Ohio Valley today for seeing damaging winds, possibly large hail, and because of the shear that is involved with this strong cold front, possibly a tornado.
And John, again, since this is not something we typically deal with for this time of the year, for anybody who is either new to that area and isn't used to it or just needs a quick refresher, we only have just a few moments here, but can you just give us a couple of quick tips on safety if they do get any tornado warnings issued later on for tonight?
Well, for tornado warnings, we want people to go to interior rooms if they don't have a basement. Basement is the best method of defense for an oncoming tornado. Interior rooms keep away from windows so that if debris does get picked up from the yard or on the side of the house or what building you're in, it doesn't affect you where you're at right there. But the best place is in a standard structure, substantial structure, interior room in the basement.
Yeah, and we certainly want people making sure that they heed those warnings if they are issued. You need to make sure to find that place of shelter as quickly as possible. John Franks from the National Weather Service office out of Wilmington, Ohio. We're grateful that we had a chance to speak with him. More on the severe weather threat coming up.